So I've only just woken up, so please do excuse the slightly dishevelled look. But feeling a bit sad today because we moved to Sweden, or Ellis moved to Sweden full time over a year ago now. And whilst we've been waiting for this new house to be built, we lived in an apartment. But we had our apartment as well that we had originally whilst we were living in the UK that we kept as a place, to come across whenever we visited friends and family in Sweden. And so basically Ellis knew the UK house where he was born and lived until he was 2. Then he lived in the apartment in Malmö. Then we bought another apartment because it was bigger and we moved to that. And now we moved to the new house. So in his little life so far, he's had 4 houses. And we'd hoped that he was young enough to transition smoothly between them and it not really upset him. And he's been great. Up until this new house, he just actually said to me, got to be careful when they get to 3 because they can understand everything you say. He just said to me, Papa, I don't want to be in this house. I want to be in the old house. And it really breaks your heart because, it's horrible uprooting him, and especially now that he's conscious of the house that he's living in and his home. And so we've done everything we can to make the room feel like his and exciting about it. And, he's got tons of toys and everything. But yeah, it's very awkward, really. I guess that part of the problem is that he's not started his new full school in here yet either. And so he's got kind of no distraction. And so at the moment, I've had these 4 weeks parental dad days off. And it's just been me and him, doing stuff around and about and going to places and adventures. But it's not quite the discipline, the big distraction which school obviously gives kids. So I think it'll help when he starts that in a week and help him settle in. And of course, he's only 3. It's going to take him a while to get used to the house. It's taken us a while to get used to the house. But it does make you think, if you have kids and you're uprooting them to move from somewhere to Sweden or even within Sweden once you're here, try and limit those moves as much as you can because it does affect the little ones and they do remember it. They do remember the old apartments, the old houses, and they get used to it and feel comfortable there. So to move them, it can be quite challenging for them to acclimatise and get used to it. So yeah, quite sad to hear it, but it's natural, it's inevitable, I guess, really. And if anything, I'm glad we've done it now because we're going to be here for a long time, I hope. Rather than later on when they've developed additional bonds such as friendships and, familiarity with their school and everything. Luckily at 3 years old or 2.5, before we moved, he didn't really have that. He had a few people, kids he liked at Forskolan, but no true long-term friends. Anyway, keeping positive, he will get used to it. And we're doing everything we can to give him a great upbringing here. And he's certainly got a great house and a great location to have that in. Comment below with your thoughts if you've moved country, if you've moved within Sweden. How have your kids reacted and have they acclimatised and fit in really easily, or has it also been a challenge for them? Comment below, be really interested to hear from you guys. Thanks.